This is a tutorial on subtracting decimals. We're going to be going over two methods to subtract when we're working with decimal numbers. One is the standard algorithm and the other is using place value. So we'll start with the place value. Just for a reference, if we're showing a picture of something in the ones place, we're going to show that. If we're showing something in the tenths place, we'll show a stick. And if we're showing something in the hundredths place, we'll show a dot. So that's the ones place, that's the tenths place, and that's the hundredths place. So first we're going to draw the first number, 3 and 5600. So the 3 ones, 5 tenths, and 6 hundredths. And then what we're going to do is we need to subtract 1 and 4200. So we're going to cross them out. We always start in the lesser place value or the furthest place value to the right, which is in this case the hundredths place. So we're going to cross out 2 hundredths. But what we need to make sure we've done here is drawn all of them. So we had 6 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure they really show. There we go. So we're going to cross out 2 of those. 1, 2. We're done with that. Now we're going to cross out 4 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're subtracting them. We're taking them away. We're getting rid of them. Now we're going to cross out 1 whole. And then what we're left with is our answer. So we have 2 in the ones place, 1 in the tenths place, and 4 in the hundredths place. Now standard algorithm. We'll check our work. Larger number goes on top. We want to make sure that the decimals are lined up. So our decimals are lined up, our ones place are lined up, tenths and hundredths are all lined up, and then we subtract. We always start to the farthest place value to the right. 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Bring that decimal down. 3 minus 1 is 2. And if we look here, we got the same answer. So it's a really good way to check your work as well. Let's try another one. We draw the first number. We cross out the second number because we're subtracting it. So 4 ones, 5 tenths, and so now we're going to cross it out, but we have to start with crossing out 2 hundredths. We don't have any hundredths in our drawing because our first number didn't have any hundredths. So we can take one of our tenths, cross it out, and exchange it, unbundle it for 10 hundredths. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can cross out 2 hundredths. And so now I need to take away 3 tenths. Luckily I still have 3 tenths left. 1, 2, 3. And now I need to take away 2 ones. So whatever I have left is my answer. So I have 2 ones left, 1 hundredth, and 1 tenth and 8 hundredths. Now let's check our work with standard algorithm. Line up the decimals, larger number on top, and fill in with zeros. That's going to be really important because we want to make sure that we're not just putting a 2 down here because we have nothing else there. We're borrowing, we're regrouping, we're making that a 10 and making that a 4. Just like we did over here, we made this a 10 and this became a 4 because we took 1 away, we borrowed 1. So now let's subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8, 4 minus 3 is 1, bring down the decimal, 4 minus 2 is 2, and we have the same answer, which is good. One more. We're going to draw the first number, 6 ones, 8 tenths, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 3 hundredths. We always draw the first number, cross out the second number when we are subtracting. Now we start with the hundredths place. Don't start with the ones place just in case we need to borrow. Do we have 4 hundredths? No, we don't. We only have 3. So we need to regroup. We need to take a tenth and turn it into 10 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can cross out 4 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to move on to tenth. I need to cross out 9 tenths. Well, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to unbundle. I need to regroup. Take one of my ones, turn it into 10 tenths. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can subtract 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And then we're going to take away 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to come up with our answer. We have 1 in the ones place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the tenths place, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the hundredths place. So now, this is what we just added those up. So now we're going to do standard algorithm. Larger number on top, line up the decimals, line up the ones place, the tenths place, the hundredths place. We need to regroup. 13 minus 4 is 9. We can't go 7 minus 9. We need to regroup, borrow from our ones place, just like we did over here with the drawing. 17 minus 9 is 8. Bring down our decimal. 5 minus 4 is 1. And that is a quick tutorial on 2 different strategies for subtracting decimal numbers.